Well, so much for this being like dead and nothing happening. Good Lord. It's a crazy time we live in, that is for sure. As we record this, the president has been on TV creating a travel ban to Europe. The NBA has suspended its season, and the March Madness is going to go on without spectators in the stands. So naturally, Amy and I are going to travel. These are things that we've had planned. Amy's heading to Kansas. I'm heading originally to Houston, then New Orleans. I don't know what to think about any of this, but I thought it would be interesting to show you what travel looks like during the coronavirus scare. Amy, what are you thinking?
I don't know what to think right now. I honestly am a little bit nervous just because, I certainly wouldn't want to be a carrier for anyone else. I'm not worried about my own safety. We're both healthy individuals, and I'm not worried about that, but I certainly won't want to carry anything, onto anybody else. But I really kind of think that my contact would be somewhat limited. I'm really thinking that the airports are going to be kind of empty is my guess. So my guess is I'd run into more people at Costco trying to buy toilet paper than I'm going to see at the airport. So I don't know. I'm a little uneasy about it, but like you said, we had these plans and life goes on. I'm not going to be scared away from living. So we will take every precaution. We'll wash our hands. We'll not shake hands. We'll, do that kind of stuff.
And we have no symptoms, just to be clear.
No, nothing at all there.
So what our thought process is to kind of share this experience through the vlog, and I'm going to show you what airports and the conference I'm going to, what it looks like, and we'll see what it's like to travel during this time. So really quickly, I think the question on everybody's mind is, did you bring your Neosporin? The plane's not totally empty, but there are about 60 empty seats. We'll see how this continues. So I made it to the hotel here in Houston, and for the most part, it was a pretty normal travel day. I'll be curious to see what tomorrow's like. I speak at a conference here in Houston. Then as soon as I'm done, I head to New Orleans to speak. So we'll see what the travel day looks like and see if anybody else is freaking out. Well, the NPOA event was a success, I hope. I think it went pretty well. So heading to the lobby, and now I'm heading out and going to New Orleans. At the airport in Houston, and security is not busy. Okay, it's day 3 of this road trip, and I'm in New Orleans at the AMA conference, getting ready to speak. Apparently there were supposed to be 1,200 people here. They're actually going to have about 850, which is not too bad. I'm excited to do the session. I'm doing with Kim Todora and RJ Thompson, and it's gonna be, RJ is actually gonna be coming in on a Zoom call, so it should be interesting from a technology perspective. Looking forward to it, it's gonna be fun. So the sessions, there were 2 of them, were super fun and great, and now I'm gonna take the chance to go for a run and check out New Orleans. Okay, that might be fun later, but for a run, Bourbon Street is an assault of the senses. Okay, so I just finished a 5 miler. I'd like to go out later, but based on the smells, I'm not sure I want to touch anything anymore.
Well, so much for this being like dead and nothing happening. Good Lord.
So the plan today was to leave New Orleans and head to Chicago, where I was actually going to be meeting Amy, who was flying in from Kansas, and we're going to fly home on the same flight. Amy's flight was just canceled out of Kansas, so not sure what's happening. So the bad news is Amy's flight was canceled. The good news is Tess here helped us cancel everything so she could rebook on Delta, and hopefully she'll be in by 6. So much for this being an empty flight. Made it safe and sound to Columbus. Excited about that. Now I'm going to hunker down here, wait on Amy. Okay, so obviously we made it back. We're back. I'm back from Houston and New Orleans.
I'm back from Kansas visiting my brother and helping with his girls.
So when we first went, I think you said something about wanting to do it, but being afraid that we were going to be a part of the problem. Boy, it seems like a lot has changed in 4 days. So what's your takeaway?
It's still, you know, kind of a concern. I certainly don't want to inflict this on anyone else. Who knows? I think we've all possibly been exposed one time or another, whether we knew it or not, even before all of the craziness came out. Travel went well. The airports were about half full, probably.
Yeah.
Not
I was
near
actually
the craziness,
surprised.
but there are still people moving. And I think everybody's being overly cautious. You know, everybody was wiping down seats. They're very self-conscious about how they're touching things, and lots of people washing hands. So it seemed like people were being responsible that way.
Yeah. Actually, I saw somebody say that, you know, it's really cool that we're all washing our hands. Now, next week, we're going to work on our colors and our shapes.
Yeah, right.
So
comb your hair, brush your teeth.
That's right. So overall, good trip. Really glad to be home and ready to hunker down a little bit.
Yeah.
Figure out what's to come.